Hey folks, Jimmy up on the mountain here right at the Serpent wall, and this part of the wall has a triangle or a pyramid in it. I'm looking east. If you go the other side, the sun's facing setting in the west, so you go to the other side, the sun's in your face, so you can't really see it as well, but it points at the horizon on the west behind me, this triangle built in the stone here. The serpent head is right up here. And if you'd ask me, I say this is a sea serpent more than a serpent. The wall goes way down there, way down into the woods. And it goes down that way into a well. Two wells. Well, a spring and a well. I'll show you those when I can get in there. See this big piece of bedrock? This is placed up on stones, up on a ledge. This whole part of the wall is on top of ledge and quartz veins in it. And this huge piece of bedrock was put up here, just like that. And this is the back of the spiral stone effigy, or the west side of it. I call it the back. And I'm going to walk around. Hopefully the sun's not going to bother us. There's some quartz right there, placed in there. And there's some orange quartz placed in there. I call that the singing stone. Hear it? These rocks are hollow. These walls are hollow, built. These stones are all connected together tightly. And they have tunnels in them that spot the horizon. Pretty cool ones sometimes. And that's the pyramid from this side. It's a little harder to see because of the snow. Snow's pretty deep right now. There's the star stone. And there's the head of the serpent. And there's an effigy right there. And there's more of those around, same similar shape. Spots the horizon. I call it a howling wolf, but it could be a bird. It could be an eagle. Some people see eagles in things. I wonder what that means. Some people see faces. I wonder what that means. I know if you pull the mind of the people here out of the things they left, you can still feel it. At least I can. I live here 24/7. And I feel the people here looking at me. They left clues of who they were. They grew things out in the field there. There's an ancient wall going north-south, running down there. Dave and I saw that wall, Budcat 7, walk down in there. It's like you have to wear armor to get in there. There's so many thorns and bushes. That's how these were protected, never really bothered. You had to take the thorns out just to see them. And it goes up into a quarry over there, and the whole back side of the mountain is full of quartz. Different types. All kinds of stuff. And they used it. Stone Age people. And the mind of the people, well, they sighted the horizon using these walls. They lined them north-south. 3 of them, 1, 2, and 1 behind me, a few acres away, a couple thousand feet. They're all lined north-south. They're not thrown together. They're built precisely. And if you look at them with an eye of objectivity and throw everything out, you'll see that They were well built and they're still standing, and whoever built them had a purpose in building them. And possibly we can tell the story. Maybe there's a language in here. This sure looks like a sea serpent to me. This is the one Bugcat7 likes to talk about. I think it's a sea serpent myself, the spiral. And there's a big piece of quartz, white quartz. He spotted a lot of that in Connecticut, south of here. Connecticut's a crazy, crazy place, full of crazy stuff. It's easy to overlook those piles of stones and not see it for what it is. These people saw differently than we did, and they made their walls sing. They're acoustic. I like to show the artifacts because they're crazy cool. These people were artistic. They knew how to carve quartz. That's what was here, so that's what they carved. There's no flint here. They didn't carve flint. They didn't carve arrowheads. They carved quartz. And I still don't know how they did it. Some of the stones they carved are very intricate carvings. And they pulled out of the stone the images. There are some things that I've found that I can't explain, so I haven't really shown them. They're too complicated for me to even talk about. I don't know how to talk about them. It's like a cave painting brought to life on the face of quartz, using the reflective qualities of the stone, the piece of stone, the natural piece of stone. And it's easy to say, well, you're seeing things, you see faces, but yes, I do. But this is a site. This is a ancient site. And there are other examples of serpent walls in New England. And there's one right there. Donnie, you better get down from that wall. And it sights the horizon. If you take all these trees out of here, you'll see the eastern horizon back there. Standing stone right there. Another one down there, another one down there. Sea turtle effigy, big giant monolith standing stone with a notched top, and the quarry and several quarries. Ancient Indian trails that way. Saskatchewan Trail. The river's there where two rivers meet, and the tributary goes that way. Black River tributary. Black River, Connecticut River meet down there. About a mile, if you could fly there. Drops down into a cliff, into the river. This runs north, this ridge, all the way to Mount Ascutney, north. Pointing north, where those walls point. This wall terminates, or it starts, down there in wells. There's a circular well going, I don't know how deep it goes, and there's a natural spring next to it. And there's all these giant corbelled stones stacked up behind the well in the spring. And it comes up out of this, up to here, the highest point. Well, this is Jimmy on the mountain. There's Donnie T right there. What's up, Donnie? Watch out, that serpent bite you. There are spirits here on the mountain. Shout out to all my friends. Keep hunting. It's really good to hear from you in your comments. I can't wait for the snow to melt and start digging up, I don't know, whatever. It's Jimmy on the mountain.